Hello everyone, Arrtx have brought out a new set of acrylic paint markers. This is set B, which is a complementary set to the set A that I showed you a few months ago. I absolutely love these paint markers, and just to give you an idea of what they're like, I've been doodling and doing a couple of pieces of really simple artwork. This new set includes a gold and a silver. I've used the gold here, it's gorgeous. I quite often find with some of these paint marker sets that the golds, the metallics are just really dull. This is so beautiful. I would say that it's on a par with the Deco Colour Premio Prime Premio pen that is my favourite. Just look at this. If I tilt it, can you just see how much that glimmers? Absolutely love this set. Now, the difference between these two sets here, the sets of 30 and the 32, is that these sets are completely permanent, whereas the sets of 32 are their gouache type paint pens. So these are very, very similar to POSCA paint pens in the fact that they're both permanent. But the biggest benefit, in my opinion, is the fact that you just don't have to shake. There's no priming, there's no shaking, there's none of that silly pumping up and down action. As soon as you take the lid off, these are ready to go. They've got a brush marker tip, which is really smooth and easy to use. I'm just such a big fan. I just can't rate these highly enough. So let me show you the difference between the two sets. So this is the set B, the new set. So it comes in two trays, just like the set A. And these two here are the metallic ones. So you've got the gold and the silver. And in fact, actually, let me just grab a piece of cardstock and let me show you what these are like. So you take the lid off and they are ready to go instantly. Just look how gorgeous that gold is. Let's try the silver as well. Highly opaque, as you can see, especially, you know, considering that I'm working on craft cardstock. But if I tilt it, just look at the shimmer in that. Absolutely beautiful. So as I've said, these are the colours in the set B, which includes a gold and a silver. The only repeat colours are the black and the white. So that's that one there. Let me just turn that around. Then this is the original set A, and you can see that this has more pink tones, whereas this is more peachy oranges and yellows. We've got different shades of blue, and then if I take the lids off, show you the bottom layer, these are the difference in the colours. So brighter colours, I would say, in the set B, whereas these are more pastel colours in the set A. But gorgeous, and I think they complement each other really well. What I will probably end up doing is changing my colours around and putting all the yellows together, the pinks together, the blues, the greens, etc., just so that, you know, I've got all my tones together, my values together. These are the swatches of the colours side by side. So this is swatch A and this is swatch B, which has the two metallic colours. Just look how pretty those are. Both of them are highly pigmented, very opaque. I would say that set B is slightly more opaque. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. Both are waterproof. Let me just grab a paintbrush and some water, and I'll just show you that, you know, these are definitely waterproof. They're not going to react. Let me just show you this. So that's set B. Let me just show you set A. I've done this before. I've reviewed these before, and I'll leave the link to that review in the description box below. So unlike their other set of 32, which is more gouache-like, which does react to water, these are definitely permanent. I've also swatched them on craft cardstock, so let me just bring these in just so that you can see what they look like. Again, there's that metallic gold and silver, and I've swatched them on black as well. Which set is which? So that's set B and this is set A. I do think that set B is slightly more opaque, which I think is more evident if you can see it on the black. Let's try these pens out. I've chosen 5 of the colours, 2 of the purples, 2 of the greens and the silver. I've got a craft piece of cardstock as well. So let's just draw a squiggly line and let's try and do a repeat of that lovely leaf design that I did in the blues and the golds. And you can just see how smooth and easy these are to use. If you press hard, you get a thicker line. Of course, you've got a thinner line as well if you don't press quite so hard. These are just beautiful to work with. So let's draw some leaves. And you can get yourself a really gorgeous piece of artwork quick and easily with these, nice and opaque. So I am just going to keep going. Don't overthink this. Don't try and be too perfect about it. Just look how nice and juicy these are. Let's add some dots with the lighter purple. So I'm just going to go over this here. Just not overthinking this at all, but just adding a few of these to the base of each of my leaves. And of course, the harder you press, the bigger the dots are. Let's use the white and we'll add a few more dots. Just trying to make this look really whimsical. So just dotting, not overthinking this, just, you know, merrily dotting away. Let's add a bit more of this lovely purple colour, this lighter purple colour. And I'm just going backwards and forwards between the white and the purple. Just really quick, not overthinking this at all. Isn't that pretty? Now I was going to use the greens. I've changed my mind and I've pulled out a couple of the blues. I've pulled out the really dark blue in the set and the lightest one. And I'm going to use this instead. And what I'm going to do is just add some circles. Again, trying not to think about where I put these. Let's just add some larger than others. So that's the darkest blue. Let's add some with the lighter blue. And what I'll do is I'll add some to the centre, some on their own as well. In fact, actually, we can just add just some doodles around the outside if we want to as well, just to you know, change this up a bit. Add some dots around the outside, and it's just a case of doodling away until your heart's content. Looking nice and whimsical, let's add some of this gorgeous silver. And again, I'm just going to add some dots. Let's see how reflective this is. It's gorgeous, just as beautiful as the gold. Look how pretty. And I think just as a final touch, I'm just going to add a few more silver highlights. Just at the top and the base. So pretty, and we can add some down the stem as well. So that's really pretty, and I'm just going to take it off to the paper trimmer now and cut it down just a little bit, and then let's mount it on some complimentary cardstock. I've got some more of that blue cardstock that I used to mount this one on. I'm just going to cut this into a tag shape. Let's use this to take it over to the other side, just so that the corners are symmetrical. And then I'm just going to cut this with my paper trimmer as well. And I just want to use my hole punch. And I've just got one of these little grommet things here as well. And I don't want it to be stuck down. I want it like this one here, where it's loose. I think that's a really nice effect. So here we are, a really pretty tag with metallic accents. How pretty is that? I love the fact as well that it's dimensional because it's not glued down. Here's the one with the gold. So these two are very, very similar. This one's purple, of course, this one is blue. And of course, this one here as well, these folk art flowers. I'll be doing much more with these in the new year. Of course, we're just running out of time, aren't we? Because it's Christmas. I will, of course, leave the links to these paint pens in the description box below. But, you know, I hope you've enjoyed this video and it's given you some ideas as to how you can use them. I'll certainly be playing a lot more with these in the new year. But if you've enjoyed my video, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.